Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to have you back today for a new message. I hope that all of you are doing amazing today and having a wonderful day. So in today's reading, we're going to be looking into something that is currently coming your way, but maybe you're not expecting it, maybe you're not anticipating this to come into your life, but it's still coming, still approaching you. So let's see what you don't see coming in this time of your life. I feel like I want to start with an oracle card. So what is coming, Spirit? What is coming in this time? Oh wow, change. And we also have trust. Okay, so trust the transformation that's coming into your life. There is a significant change, transformation that is approaching your life and your life situation, and you need to trust in this exact time that this is the exact transformation and change that needs to appear for you for your highest good. And I'm hearing for you to step into your happiest timeline of your life, the most successful, the most abundant, the most prosperous timeline in your life. So let's get your tea leaves. What else do you need to know about the change, about the transformation that's coming towards you right now? I feel like taking this green one. I'm gonna take two more. Can we get more insight, Spirit, about this change, about this transformation? Secret admirer with the vase. We have desk. Pay attention to your work. Okay, Spirit is saying right now, focus on work. Okay, right now in your life, you need to be disciplined, you need to be consistent, and your focus needs to be directed towards your work. So whatever your work may be, whatever project you may be working on right now, put your attention there, because this could be the very thing that changes your life right now. Maybe it's this project that you're working on. Maybe it's this career that you're pursuing. Maybe it's this product that you're developing. Put your attention there. See why? Have the wealth coming out. Whatever you're working on right now, it feels like it's going to bring you life-changing amounts of money with the transformation. Feels like your career is going to change your life in this time through money, through wealth. Your circumstances are changing because of wealth. We also have the dolphin, financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. So it feels like this is something that you have been either developing over time, or maybe it's a project that you're actively working on right now. However, it feels like it's not something new that you're starting. Feels like this money is not coming from a new endeavor, but it's coming from the past. Either something that maybe a business you have been developing for the past couple of years. Maybe it's a project you have been working on and you're ready to release. Either way, it feels like it's something that you have started in the past, and Spirit is saying continue working on this right now, because it's going to bring you so much wealth. And with the vase, this to me is a giving pot, right? The vase is a pot, and so for some of you, it may talk about maybe someone secretly watching your work right now, which may be significant. Maybe there is like an agent, maybe there is an employer who is secretly watching whatever you're doing. Maybe it's an investor, who knows? Or it can also talk about the vase as a vase, as a pot that is bringing you, so much wealth. So let's see. We also have, wow, the bowl. Just as we were speaking about the pot, we have the bowl. Plenty of material things. So it's very clear what's coming your way that you're not really seeing right now. It's a lot of wealth, a lot of money that's life-changing, money, opportunities regarding money that feel life-changing. So there's a lot of financial gain coming in. This is how your life is transforming in this time. This wealth can help you literally change anything. It feels like whatever changes you want to implement in your life, maybe it's your living conditions, maybe it's travel, maybe it's moving, in general, it feels like this money is changing your life completely. So let's get into your tarot cards to get the details. Okay, so I am seeing here these 4 cards kind of came out all together in a chunk. So we're gonna take those and we're gonna take one more. Yeah, so there's a lot of like emphasis on you being like very disciplined, very consistent right now. Like you kind of need to be in a space, like in a very focused zone, just like focus on the work that you're doing, focus on the consistency, be disciplined with this. I feel like you need to be like, you need to really be able to focus your thoughts and intention right now towards, you know, achievement and success. And you need to train your thoughts. You need to master your ability in this time to control your emotions and to also control your thoughts and make them a separate thing, because they are supposed to be a separate thing. Your emotions are not supposed to make you react at every small thing. Rather, you need to learn in this time to be composed and to be disciplined and to be balanced. Okay? So not avoiding your emotions, but learning how to feel them. It's a very big, it's a skill that takes a lot of mastery. I haven't done it myself yet, but I am aware that it's something that we should all work towards. It's learning how to master our emotions and our thoughts and how to not always react to things in a big way when we shouldn't, okay? So the Empress coming out, let's see all of your cards and we're going to get into your message. So we have, wow, the 6 of Cups. Okay, we also have the 8 of Wands. So yeah, definitely something is flying in quite fast here. I want to say, oh, the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, this is definitely something that you have been doing in the past. Like this has been something that maybe you have been doing for the past years or maybe months. I feel like this is like a long time coming thing. And we also have the 5 of Swords. So about this money that's approaching you and that's coming in your life, I feel like there was a point in your past where you decided, no, I don't want to do this. I'm going to do it my way. Or I'm not going to do what everyone else is doing. I'm going to do what I feel like I need to do. Like I see someone had the really like the inspiration to do something different in life. Maybe like choose a very unconventional path in their life. Maybe you chose to not pursue school, or maybe you chose to, again, start a business. Maybe you chose to pursue a creative direction in life. And so I feel like you chose a very different way perhaps of making money, because a part of you also understood that if you want a life that's different from most of the people in your life, you're going to need to be, you know, led towards a different direction. Because this is the thing is, and it's maybe like an interesting thing that I also realized it's recently, it's like if you know, look up to the people who you want your life to look like, right? And so you can tell by the outcome of people's lives where maybe they could have done something differently, where maybe they could have chosen a different pursuit or made a different decision in life. And that doesn't go to say that they made a wrong decision for themselves, right? But maybe if you don't want that in your life, you can, you know, you have kind of physical evidence and you can see like, okay, this person was led to this sort of life and they probably made some decisions along the way that led them to this outcome. So how can I not repeat that, you know? And maybe you had like this sort of idea a long time ago, well, if I don't want to be stuck maybe in this like unfulfilling job like my uncle or like my parent, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I should do something else, you know? And so this is a very like out there kind of example, but it might resonate, like the context of the message might resonate with you, you know. And so I feel like you did choose the long route. Maybe it wasn't like the most abundant right off the beginning. Maybe it's something that, you know, didn't really take off immediately, but there comes a point in a person's journey where things build up over time and then they snowball. You know, it's like with the bamboo, it takes so long for it to start growing, for it to even start showing signs of growth. But when it does growth, it grows really quickly, you know? And so it may take some years for it to show its presence, but when it does, it comes quickly. And so I feel like you're kind of the bamboo in this situation, you know? Like, yes, you have been underground for such a long time, but I feel like you're ready to shoot up in this time. And with the Empress, I feel like you're going to, you know, it kind of feels to me like you have been very disciplined and very consistent. It's like you did the hard work early on in life or early on in the stage. So what I'm seeing for you also regarding your finances in the future is that this money is going to get easier and easier to make. It's not always going to be difficult. It's not always going to require you to be there 100% present. I feel like you have been able to sort of create this system for yourself where you don't always have to be present for it. You know, you don't always have to work now. It feels like with the Empress, you know, going from that King of Swords, I feel like you're starting to be in the space where your discipline and hard work is giving you a life of freedom. It is giving you a life where you can just kind of exist and do what you love, and it sort of becomes your job, or it becomes your way of making money and wealth. And so I feel like the way that you start making money, it's going to feel very either effortless for you, or maybe you love doing this to the point where it doesn't feel like work, right? So I feel like you really chose like the more brave direction in life a while ago, but you're coming into a timeline where that is about to start taking off for you, and it feels like it's coming in quite a fast pace. So what else do you need to know in this time of your life? Let's see. About what's coming. What do you need to know? I feel like you're going to have such a I told you so moment. Like, that's what I'm getting with this Five of Swords. A lot of times it can be like this, I told you so. And so, yes, maybe it took a while, but it's still in the end, it feels like you're having the ability to say that. So let's see. What else do you need to know about this message? Yes. The answer is yes. The situation or event is right on track at this time. Wow, isn't this beautiful? Look at how close to the rainbow you are. Maybe you're life path number 1 as well. But Spirit is wanting to confirm, and I feel like with the knocking just starting to happen right now, maybe it's also a sign that yes, this everything that we're, you know, talking about today, this entire situation is starting to unfold. And guess what? Guess what? It's right on track. If you have been worrying about the time, I know that's something that we all worry about. It's time. Or at least most of us, you know? I feel like you will soon realize that everything is happening according to the time when it's supposed to happen. And so maybe you're already starting to see the signs. Maybe you're already starting to see how all of this is going to come together for you rather soon. Because it feels like the signs have been already starting to manifest in your life. There is already maybe some evidence, some wealth that has started to increase. Okay, we're going to end your reading with one last message. I feel like this was a very straightforward reading for today, but some readings are just meant to be quick and straightforward. So what is the last message meant to find you before this arrives into your life? We have I am nurturing with the number 6. Your heart is your gift. Okay, your heart is your gift. You have a natural born nurture. I can't read, I swear. Your heart is your gift. You are a natural born nurturer and have a great talent for helping and healing others. You are the epitome of self-sacrifice and a protector of those you love. I am nurturing. I feel like there is something that you have been nurturing in your life. This is the context that I'm seeing this card in, especially with the Seven of Pentacles. You know, it talks about nurturing the garden, growing the garden. And so I feel like you've truly given your everything to something in your life, to something that you deeply care about, to something that you deeply love. Maybe it's a path, it's a work thing, it's a project, but it feels to me like you've really given your everything to something. You've given it all of the love, all of the care that it needs. And now it's about to, you know, grow into the most beautiful, fruitful garden of your life. This is your sign. That's something that you've invested in years and years or months into. It's going to have its time of growth. So I feel like that's what I have for your message today. I hope that this resonated for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye.